Church here, and welcome to the Game Grinder, and today we are doing a unboxing video, and this is a little different than what I normally do, and actually this is the first time participating, but this is a Indiebox, and what Indiebox is one of those monthly subscription services. These guys put together indie games into physical releases, and usually, you know, kind of do the more classic PC game box release. So, yeah. This is the first time I've done this, and I am going to be carrying it over to next month, because next month's Indiebox looks pretty cool. They also did stuff like Axiom Verge, which I missed out on, which I did want to get, but I didn't want to subscribe at the time. They've done roguelike, Risk of Rain, and all kinds of games. But anyways, I'm going to open this up, and we can check out what it is this month. Alright then, so as you can see in the title of the video, but to the point, this is the Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. This is a PC game that was released in 2013. Originally, this was a Half-Life 2 mod, and this is a kind of like a remastered version. Looks better, a little bit more refined, more to it, and this is an absolutely fantastic game. Of 2013, this is definitely one of like my honorable mentions for like best game of the year. It's so thoughtful, so creative, and it's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. So basically, you are Stanley, or are you not Stanley is the question. But it's a very humorous game. A guy who starts off, you know, dead-end, day-in, day-out sort of job, sitting at a computer, punching in commands as he's told to, and one day he decides to not punch in commands when nothing appears, so that's when we take over. Kind of one of the big things with the game is the narration. There's a narrator that talks the whole time, fourth wall breaking at times, and it's just so well written, super funny. You'd think it would get really tiring, but just how witty and charming the game is. Almost kind of like a walking sim, but not to that extent, where you can interact with things, and but it's kind of one of the earlier ones, one of the like early big like Steam Greenlight releases. So yeah, definitely check this out. So I will open this up in a second here and talk about it a little bit more, but a couple other things that's kind of cool. So I didn't necessarily read up on this enough, but let me cover this up. The cool thing with Indiebox is they have a thing inside the box that says, don't want to open your box, use your Steam key, and they give you a key. I'm assuming it's the same key provided with the game. I could be wrong. I will find out, but of course, you know, I have no problem opening games. But for those who don't want to open the game, it also comes with a little card, tells you what's in the box, and this one comes with the collector's edition box, as we see. Game disc, original soundtrack, standard edition case, instruction manual. My phone just dinged because I didn't turn it down. Official business cards, essential mouse pad, an Indiebox sticker, and I don't know if I said the Stanley Parable tie. It also comes with a tie. So real quick then, let's just check out the box before we open it up. Very interesting. It has the old school like PC Mac look from like late 80s, early 90s. Very suiting for kind of the atmosphere of some sort of the game, the office space anyways. First edition, agile performance for agile business, deployed high-impact growth strategies, dynamically streamline human capital, world-class awards, software product of the year. And, you know, actually it did win some, like, you know, game awards and whatnot. The back's really, yeah, you haven't seen something like that in a long time, I guess. All sorts of information, has some of the kind of like running themes and Easter eggs of the game. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. That just loops, and talks about more of what comes with, and a little bit more mood-fitting detail. So we'll go ahead and open it up and check out some of the junk. So it looks like the first thing here is going to be the tie, and it says Stanley Parable. You know, I'm not a big tie guy, but if it wasn't for the text, this would be something I would possibly consider wearing in some situation or circumstance. Who knows, maybe I still will. And then again we have the bent but easily flattened existential mouse pad. The end is never the end. And of course the looping theme there. Then this would be the collector's edition case or standard edition case. Yeah, more of your kind of standard look for a game release. I want to make sure I don't show any CD keys. Dual discs here, installation disc and the soundtrack. Comes with a few other things. Got like stickers and whatnot, and here are the cards that can actually be used, but why would I do that? Because this stuff always fits in the box. And then of course you get a nice little manual, which you actually, don't always see anymore. Kind of covers everything. This is funny. I just opened this up randomly and it says, why to play video games. Has guns. Here's a selection of guns you will wield in the Stanley Parable. Has a little redacted thing there. So it really looks like the instruction manual is really taking the mood of the game into serious consideration. Tips and tricks. Kids Corner. Hey kids, can you help Stanley escape? Yeah, this so serious. This game is so funny, and it's not like the kind of like indie like hipster internet meme stuff. I think this can be thoroughly enjoyed by everyone. I guess some people wouldn't, but this is a great game to show people who don't play video games like at all. It's very simple to play. Kind of brings some interesting thinking into video games, and questions the whole matter as you play through. And looks like that's it for the box. So yeah, I would really encourage you to check out a trailer for this game. Best going into it with knowing as little as possible. One thing though, there are like 22 endings in the game, and the ways that you can pull off these endings are just hilarious at times and very interesting. Just a great game, and super excited that this got a collector's edition, or a physical release anyways. So I guess that will about do it for this unboxing, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time on the Game Grinder.